Okay, step forward. You got it, 3 autographs. Yes, you are the winner for this. Stay. I want the winners to stay. She's already got it. Yes.
Today's our special guest, Dr. Jayaprakash Narayana, Dr. Sudha, Yashashvi, Sushil, all principals, directors, dear teachers. Today we end to our academic year and having a get together so that all of you go to holiday and enjoy your holidays. Come back with fresh mind and exercise and be prepared for the next academic year. We have completed first school in 94 in Boyanpalli in a small way, about 50 students. Then all Pallavi schools and DPS in 2002-3 we have grown and we have to grow further. And we have prepared all our students, all rounders. They are in different positions and they are serving our country, Telangana, and whole world. And we continue to do this because all the teachers they have taken the ownership, all our in charges, principals, vice principals, everybody they have taken the ownership and dedicatedly they have worked. And I request all you should work together and grow our education institutions so that our students will serve our Telangana country and whole world. And whole world is looking at India, and we are only country in the world, youngest population, and we have to all our students and Indian youth have to serve the whole world. And we are growing. And last 11 years, we have grown one of the fastest growing economy, digital. Every field you take, we have grown faster than any country in the world. And our Prime Minister and our leaders, they are doing very well. And if we have the will and focus and have a common interest and good intention, we can do anything in the world. Like Jayaprakash Narayana, he was one of the successful bureaucrat in our governments. And last election, he gave me a statement, and I know I was not knowing him very well. And people everywhere asked me, "How you know Jayaprakash Narayana?" Then I told he's a great man, and so many people asked me because Jayaprakash Narayana gave a good statement about you, and we are voting for you. Like that, they are told. Everywhere I visited districts, they told me like that. If you do work sincerely, honestly, and good intention, the results will come automatically. We have to work very hard and with a good intention to develop the society and our students, and always we will be successful. And with the teachers, their dedication and parents' support, we have grown. We crossed almost 40,000 students in all our schools and engineering college and MBA. And with the same spirit, we should work together and develop further, strengthen our schools and colleges so that we will be one of the best colleges, schools in the country. And we are already, this Nacharam is the largest campus in India after all DPS schools, about 340 schools. We are the largest in the strength, and also we are giving good results. Especially we are trained for all the sports, PV activity, and all-round development. For example, our Rashmika Srivalli, she is representing India in tennis. Like that, so many other players also, badminton, skating, all the fields, our students are representing Telangana and India. And in near future, we represent India and even Asian Games, and further we want to grow. With these words, I want to enjoy your holidays, come with a fresh mind. Again, we'll start a fresh year with fresh developments, and you should have the goals. Ultimate goal, our aim is to develop our students, youth, for the best citizen of this country, so that always students will remember you in their lifetime. That should be the our aim. Each student has to remember their teachers. Like I remember my teacher when I stopped seventh class. Then he came to my house and he convinced me to again to start the school. And because of him, I am in Hyderabad. I am here today in this place, so that you also be example to your students, and all the students should remember in their lifetime, so that your teaching profession will be truthful and useful to our students. Now JP Garu will talk to you. Thank you and enjoy your holidays.
First of all, let me congratulate all of you, the teachers, the staff, and the management of this institution. As Komaraiah mentioned, I have fondness for these institutions because I don't remember how we encountered each other, but I saw humility, transparent sincerity, and commitment to public good. Whenever you see these three things, humility, transparent sincerity, and commitment to public good, it's impossible not to like them and not to stand shoulder to shoulder with them. And that's how whenever either Pallavi group of institutions or Delhi Public School, Nacharam, whenever they request me, I almost never say no. First of all, my apologies for being a little late today. I'm a stickler to punctuality, but the bad traffic, as usual in Hyderabad, has become a menace. I already told the chairman and the chief executive and Pallavi Garu that I will not speak, maybe a few brief words. We'll make it interactive, because speeches are boring. They're only there to satisfy the speaker's ego. We listen and we don't even listen, we hear them and it doesn't really register. The greatest benefit we can give ourselves is to stimulate thinking, to inspire each other, to search for answers to the complex challenges that we face in the world today. So I'll probably make a few points in a few minutes. My request is, let's have a meaningful interaction. There's a lot that you can teach, you have enormous experience. There's nothing that is original in me. I don't know anything about what's happening any more than you do. We only try and make some sense of what is happening and find an answer to our complex challenges. So let me make just a couple of points. You are doing an outstanding job. The Delhi Public School and the Pallavi institutions. But if you look at the bigger picture in the country, our education is in a perilous state. While the children struggle hard, the parents sacrifice a great deal. Governments spend a lot of money on education. Society values education. Even today, 46 years later, you're talking about my alleged success in the IAS examination. We celebrate success. Despite all the conditions being right, the outcomes in education are a disaster in this country. I want us to face this reality. I'm a great optimist. All of us love our country, our culture, our civilization. But optimism does not mean that we ignore realities. Optimism means we confront unhappy realities with confidence and change it for the better. Our education is one of the worst in the world right now in terms of outcomes. We have fancy degrees, 99% pass marks, high GPAs, all sorts of things. But most of it is useless. And in that desert, institutions like this are the oasis. You are showing what is possible. My first request is do not be content with the laurels. Just because you are doing better than the rest in a country where education in general is underperforming, that's not enough. The country demands more, the country needs more to face the complex challenges. Let me give an example. Right now, we are in the midst of a war in the Gulf, which has a profound impact on all our lives. It's some thousands of kilometers away, but the lives of almost everybody, of about 7 to 8 billion people on planet Earth, are impacted very profoundly by this war. Not of our making, not of our choosing, but we all pay the price. Now, I don't want to go into geopolitical issues. We have to confront this in the short term, in the medium term, and the long term. Take the medium term. Short term is somehow we deal with the challenges, the shortages, but take the medium term. We have to find alternative routes to Strait of Hormuz to get that oil into the global markets. That means you have to probably have another pipeline of a much greater capacity, east-west pipeline. Right now, 7 million barrels a day is transported from the east coast of Saudi Arabia to the west coast to a place called Yanbu, to a port called Yanbu on the west coast, so that in the Red Sea, through the Strait of Bab al-Mandab, we can transport much of this oil. Now, 20 million barrels we are losing per day, 7 million we are transporting, that's not enough. We must get the balance 13, 14 million barrels, plus gas, plus some other commodities like fertilizers and sulfur to the west coast. It costs a lot of money, it needs technology, it needs speed of execution for the world. Within the next year and a half, the world must do that so that no matter what happens in future, even if the Strait of Hormuz is forever closed, the global economies are not affected. That requires imagination, that requires leadership, that requires technology. As a country, India, for instance, needs to aggressively pursue electrification, solar power, battery storage, and transport systems depending on electricity rather than oil, other technologies dependent more on electricity from cooking to everything else in the world, so that the oil dependence itself will substantially come down. If that did not happen in some measure in the last 10, 20 years, this crisis would have been much worse by now. Oil would have been probably $200 or $250 by now. If the oil dependence of the world has not come down a little bit, we came down by about 10 percentage points in the last 20 years. If the same thing happened in 1973, we could not have faced it. But now we are much better off. But we're not. But that education is not about passing examinations and getting marks. It's about innovation. It's about imagination. It's about real understanding. It's about problem-solving skills. Take any field. We live in a fantastic world today. The world has never been better in human history. We may imagine all kinds of golden eras in the past, but nothing was as good as today. Things that were impossible even 30, 40 years ago to the bulk of humanity are accessible and available to most human beings today in the world. We are lucky and privileged. But in order to embrace those technologies, those opportunities, and make them available to all people of the country, to prosper collectively as a country and as the globe, the only tool we have is education, technology, innovation, excellence. So we have to make our youngsters not merely pass examinations, but think afresh, become problem solvers, become true leaders who shape the events of tomorrow. So my appeal is go a little beyond your examinations. Go a little beyond what you're doing. Look at China. I remember 20 years ago when I visited China, about 20 or 21 years ago, probably in 2005, a group of 5 of us, very well-known Indians from across the country. One was a former Union Cabinet Minister and Deputy Chairman Planning Commission. One was a current member of the Planning Commission. One was a former Foreign Secretary and Ambassador to China. Another was a former Secretary to Government of India, and I. The 5 of us visited. We traveled extensively in some parts of China for a week or so. 57 years ago, 58 years ago, our teachers had the vision in the poorest of the schools in villages, in government schools, to actually conduct the experiments, to inspire us, to kindle our imagination. It is to these teachers that we owe everything in life. You're doing a fantastic job. Continue to do it and inspire other teachers in government and outside to do a much, much better job than we're doing. Then India is safe, our children are safe. Once again, I thank you for your service and I thank you for the opportunity to be with you.
గదిలో తలరాతలు మార్చేటి గురువులారా, విశ్వానికి విజ్ఞానం అందించే ఆది గురువులారా. తరగతి గదిలో తలరాతలు మార్చేటి గురువులారా, విశ్వానికి విజ్ఞానం అందించే ఆది గురువులారా. రాజు పేద భేదం చూపని ఉపాధ్యాయులారా, రాజు పేద భేదం చూపని ఉపాధ్యాయులారా. ఎంత చెప్పినా తరగని మా త్యాగదనుల్లారా, తరగతి గదిలో తలరాతలు మార్చేటి గురువులారా, విశ్వానికి విజ్ఞానం అందించే ఆది గురువులారా. 5 ఏళ్ల వయసులోన పలక బలపంతో మొదలు పయనం, అంచెలంచెలుగా మీ మెదుగుతుంటే మురిసెను మీ హృదయం. ఆటపాటల్లో అండగుంటూ మము ప్రోత్సహిస్తుంటారు, అందల మెత్తుకు మీ మెల్లుతుంటే పొంగిపోతుంటారు.
Okay, startup founder or education.
Educationist is more challenging because you have so many young minds, you have parents, you have so many teachers. So you have a great opportunity to change their lives. And at the end, all these youngsters are going to go into the society and the world. They're going to lead. So you have that opportunity. If it's a startup, it has its own challenges and opportunities. But this is definitely, you cannot compare, what an educationist can do, what impact he can bring.
That was wonderful, wonderful. How do you connect with Gen Z students?
That is the biggest question. I wanted to ask Jayaprakash Narayana sir also, because this Gen Z group is very typical. I keep asking my teachers and principals also the same thing. But I think they're, I would like to call myself also half Gen Z and half millennial. So that's how I would try to connect. I will say, I'm also half Gen Z, tell me what you want to do, what interests you. And they are not the ones who will listen to you. They want to talk. They want to tell you what they want to do. So you should definitely be a good listener. And if you're going to do the textbook kind of approach to them, they will not listen to you. Because they have YouTube today, they have everywhere they can go and search and get whatever they want. So you should tell them something in a very good way, creative way, and also you should be very cool.
Okay, that was wonderful. You call them bro?
They would not like it, but I would love to call them bro.
Okay, one last question. What is your future ready student according to you? What is future ready student according to you? Who is future ready student according to you in your thoughts?
Future ready student is, according to me, this is my opinion, is someone who knows what is going on around him or her, what is going on in the society, what are the latest technologies, what is happening different. Every day technology is changing. Every day there is a new innovation. So being updated is the most precious thing today. More updated you are, the better value you get in the society. So that is one thing. But the most, today companies are also looking at these things. I will tell you, there are smart people, there are people who are, hardworking also. But people who are loyal to organization, people who are loyal to the country, people who are loyal to the society. This is one quality that is really missing. So, you have that quality, then you will be one amongst, you'll be on the top. That is what I feel.
Okay, that was wonderful. That I'm not expecting this broad, enlightened answer from you. I was expecting
This is not very Gen Z, so it's okay.
Okay, I have a quick rapid fire for you, just for fun. Okay, you need to choose one out of two: student life or leadership life.
Leadership life.
Marks or skill.
Skills.
Movies or music.
Movies. I sleep throughout movies, so I enjoy movies. Music.
Morning person or night thinker?
Morning person and night also sometimes.
Coffee or chai.
Coffee.
Instagram or LinkedIn.
Instagram. I want to be on LinkedIn, but I'm on Instagram.
Planned day or spontaneous day.
Spontaneous. I would like planned,
Okay.
but my life is very spontaneous.
Okay. Triple R or Bahubali?
Triple R.
what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind. Flying, get off What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.